This is no money, mo money. This little Lala's latest business venture went belly up. Now he can't even afford a monthly subscription. But he's determined to turn his luck around. With the few extra personal rules forcing me to craft and gather for my items and limiting access to advanced jobs, we're in for quite a ride as we complete everything in the Final Fantasy XIV free trial. This week we're going to be starting off with a little bit more gathering and crafting, but I won't show most of it. Mostly this week we're going to be upgrading my gatherer gear, but that's going to require me to start getting into like time nodes and very difficult to gather items and all that in order to craft that setup. So let's go ahead and get started. Time to collect from our first unspoiled nodes. And I need, silkworm cocoons. Wait. Oh, I messed that up. Oh, well. Yeah, this is exactly why we're trying to get better gear. Is, like, these low collection rates. Granted, these are, like, the hardest nodes to collect from in ARR, but if I can get them up to 100, that's even better. And now comes our first time, I think, fighting as a scholar. It's literally just killing sheep and collecting fleece. I still need to buy a couple of items from the salvager guy in Upper Lenosha, the damaged items, minus the Dora wings. You know what? I may just run Ormvale, because for some reason I didn't craft those turquoise items. But now that I'm playing Scholar, they are kind of the best ones for me right now, which will give me a slight boost before going into Ormvale scavenge gear. And that's good. The only thing left is the door wings, so if I do my turquoise accessory crafting first, I could go and get Gilding the Bilious and head into Ormvale to farm Dodor wings, which may take one run, it may take 5 or 20, I don't know how many runs it's gonna take, because... Alright, let's start crafting some of this stuff up for the turquoise accessories. These are pretty simple crafts, honestly. So I could just macro them. Very, very easy to do with all these high quality items that I made already. This will be a super simple craft, especially when it's an 80 durability craft and I've already high qualityed enough to get like half of the quality done. It's like, those are so easy. The final crafts are almost never the real difficult crafts. The pre-crafts are always like much more difficult because of the fact that you have no high quality to work with and you're trying to create it high quality, so you have to fully fill out its durability and its quality, or its progress and quality. And pre-crafts generally have less durability to play with anyway. Sometimes 30, usually around 40, sometimes 70. No, usually that's final crafts that have around 70. So like final crafts are easy, especially when you have high quality ingredients. Like pre-crafts are where there's some trouble. Turquoise choker into the armory chest, turquoise bracelet into the armory chest. And now, there we go. He's switching over from this garbage to the turquoise ones, which are much more fitting for the class. I think I've got the best accessories I'm able to get right now without getting into master crafting, which I will plan to get into pretty soon, and then doing a lot more time node type stuff. And I'm going to be getting into master crafting kind of as quickly as I can after this point. Within the next episode or two, I'll be getting into master crafting. Because I kind of wanted to make myself like as high a level set as I could right away for like gatherers and crafters, so that I could have the best gathering and crafting possible for going forward, and then start getting into master crafting, which is where sort of like the ultimate best sets for all of my classes will be, because master crafting is the highest difficulty like crafting stuff in ARR, and so all the best gear for all of my classes, gatherers, crafters, combat, all of them, is going to be in the master recipes, but I don't have those yet. Alright, Stream is later today. I will see you guys there. Seeing as we just unlocked Scholar, it's time to go through the Scholar story. I also want to do Ormvale and maybe Karn today, but I don't... Karn I could do easily. I could just unsync solo that one if I really wanted to, but Ormvale is a higher level one where, like, the healer kind of needs to be on their game. So I don't want to do that one unprepared, as in, like, without any of my Scholar skills. So I'm going to go through the Scholar storyline, and then I'm going to probably hit up Karn and Ormvale if I still have time. Let's get us some of our Scholar abilities. A fairy tale come true. This is the one. How charming. Yep. Associated with fairies. Research suggests this form is not immutable. Think it might also let you turn your fairy into a carbuncle. And then resummon. There she is. And in theory, I could turn it into a carbuncle if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Much of which details the role of scholars and Nemean units. I mean, scholars probably had to do a lot in Nemean units. Because as we've established, the soldiers of Nim were not warriors. They were marauders, which means they were probably very weak comparatively, so scholars probably had to do a lot of the lifting. Effective support for an entire party. Remember, they often served in leadership roles, highly trained tacticians, yeah. Scholar is basically that fantasy of, like, playing the dude from Log Horizon, pretty much. Like, that's what Scholar is. You're supposed to be, like, the main character from Log Horizon, basically. It's like, I'm super brilliant and can strategize this entire battle and heal and buff my allies. And it's like, sure. Yet to decipher any equally amazing stratagem. Soon enough, though. But I just learned a new stratagem, so there you go. Scholars and Marauders fought side by side. Yes, well now you and I have the opportunity to do the same. Tomberry spotted in Bronze Lake. Alright then. Tomberries are terrible, horrible little monsters. Right? Yep, totally. It's especially funny when you have two potatoes standing next to each other talking about how horrible Tomberries are and how they're monsters that need to be dealt with. The Rancor! Alright then, guess this is your fight, Alka. I'm just gonna stand here and heal you. Actually, I'm just gonna stand here and let Celine heal you. I mean, this is how you're supposed to be fighting, as a healer. Just DPS the crap out of enemies. If they're dead, they can't hurt your allies. Please tell me this affects Alka. Oh my god, it didn't affect him at all. I hate that so much. Confirm the viability of Nemean tactics. Barely. I had to spend my entire time healing you because of those stupid slimes. And because the game aggressively hates letting you do anything with green NPC allies and duties. If there's one thing I outright, probably more than anything else, despise in this game, it's how they treat NPC allies, like green name allies, in duties, in instance duties. It's the worst. Like, 99% of your entire kit is not going to help them. Several ancient engravings show the traditional raiments of Nemean scholars. Okay. Oh, yeah, you don't just get your artifact set at 45. You go on a quest at 45 to pick up each individual piece of your artifact set. That's what it is. It's been so long since I ever even bothered to think about the 45 artifact set because it's garbage. I threw all of them in my armor on my main and never bothered to use them because I don't like individual class gear sets. You are neglecting your hand jobs. Must work harder on improving your... Look at all this crap that doesn't matter because my top basically covers all of it and I'm not wearing the top to the piece. Very image of a Nemean scholar of Eld. No, I'm not. Minus the gown, but still. I do still love that. Well, minus the gown. Yeah, you mean this long robe that's covering everything else, thus making it pointless for me to show you this? Don't let the restorative magics go to waste. Yep. Selfless efforts to combat the spread of a virulent plague, which at one point threatened to engulf all of Nim. Really? You don't say. That's interesting. A virulent plague that threatened to engulf all of Nim. I wonder what happened with that. There's a number of scholar questlines that are about using Asuna to, like, purify people's bodies, and yet I don't know that they ever explicitly state anywhere in the scholar questline to, like, look at your party, see if any of them have a debuff with this line over it. That's something you can Asuna. I mean, I do know there are a lot of players who don't know what the fuck they're doing with Asuna. They have no idea. They don't understand how Asuna works, and they never press the button on their bar. I know those players exist. I've encountered them plenty of times before. Yep, there they are. Our new Marine friends. One scholar supporting a squadron of marauders. I mean, that's the Nimian Marine style. Seek sanctuary inside Wanderer's Palace. Then we'll go in after it. Oh, okay, good. So I can't use Lustrate on him. So I can't use my heal on him either. So just fight then. Got it. I'm not actually meant to support my squad at all. I'm just supposed to fight instead. I'm just gonna poison them all. Like, my dot is enough to just keep them all down. My dot alone is enough to just burn their healths down. Does that even bother to give Alka? Nope, doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Why would it? That would be too useful. Once again, Alka is literally a weakness rather than a bonus. I have only one skill that can affect him. It does almost nothing for him. And I have to waste my time helping him. I just assumed they were still invincible. Again, mechanically, not very well designed and not very well explained. I mean, you could have done that without me, you know? If you wanted to use Embrace on him, you didn't need me to cast a heal. There's no more 1500 years. Can it truly be so? You've been wandering around as a Tomberry for 1500 years? Huh? Tiny potato nerd before he got transformed into a tiny, I don't even know, watermelon nerd. Transformed them all into a bunch of horrible, violent Tomberries to doink everyone to death. What I love is they're all like, oh, if it weren't for you, we'd be doomed. And technically, yes, that's true, but because the game wouldn't let me heal them or Asuna them and get them back up and in the fight. So basically, I just ran through and killed what killed them. Carry on our traditions with pride. The scholarly arts. Knowledge of a new art. Sacred soil. Concludes the scholar quests. Flying Colors 1. Scholar done. I think I just need to throw away the 50 scholar set. Because I can't use it. And I can't put it in the armoire. I could put it in my glamour dresser, but it's also not dyeable. So. See, I could open the armoire. The problem is that none of this stuff is going to work. Since I've already been through this dungeon and I haven't tried Unsynced on it yet, let's try it. Temple Bats, Condemned, and the Pteratator. Solo Unsynced Karn. Let's see if I can do this as a scholar. There's the Temple Bats I need. They're surprisingly pretty decent. Unfortunately, I've also got multiple other methods to protect myself that you guys haven't already pushed through, so... Oh wait, most of my fairy abilities are on cooldown. This may not have been the best time to do this. But I'll just hold off on using this last bit of ether flow. He's really aggressive with this stupid Doom. Oh, yep, see, the platform changes. As soon as he finishes the cast, the platform changes where it is. There we go. There is the Pterodator. Love that I'm sitting here just dotting everyone as I go. Oh, final sting. Ouch. I wasn't paying attention to the temple bees. I wasn't paying attention to how low their health was. It just got final stinged into oblivion. Also, where's the last of the ghosts? There's no way they expect you to run through here twice to do it. I need 6 of them. Where are they all? Oh god, are they behind the walls? Oh my god, are these things behind the walls? I haven't been picking up anything. There they are. Okay, so you have to fail to open doors and you get the condemned to show up a lot. Alright, good. But I should be able to finish up here. I don't even think I'm going to bother finishing the dungeon, because why would I need to? I just need these hunt targets. Should be fine. If they even use it. None of them even used it. Alright, that's good. Okay. Healing Orm Veil, man. Ooh. God, I hope I have a decent tank. I hate Orm Veil when you have a tank, or DPSs for that matter, that have no clue what's going on. Because they'll just, like, stand in the bile, which I cannot Asuna off of them if they're just standing in it. They'll just take everything in the universe all at once. I haven't tanked in a while, so I mess up. How do you know not this one? Best dungeon to knock the rest off. I'm leaving you to let us all die horribly. For what it's worth, I pretty much know what I'm doing. I'm just, you know, we'll see. Tank stance? Like... Oh, forgot to turn on Oath. Oh, okay, so he didn't turn his tank stance on until I was being killed, basically. Oops, no flag there. Never give anyone actual shit about this first room. Yeah. Orm Veil is, I'm used to it in Orm Veil. Alright, focus on healing. Focus on healing. We've got big pulls going on here, so just focus on heals for now. Until I can get my instant casts back up. There we go. And then I can pop the regen on my fairy, and the tank immediately started running the wrong direction when I popped the regen, but I did still catch him with it. Bosses really aren't a problem. Like, that's the thing a lot of people don't really understand for a long time, is that trash pulls in dungeons are infinitely more dangerous than bosses. Especially if you're doing double, triple pulls, wall-to-wall pulls, stuff like that, right? A boss has really, like, simple mechanics that you have to deal with, nothing all that insane or difficult, and you can, like, see them coming and mitigate through them and all that sort of stuff, right? But trash packs will just have, like, 10 or 20 enemies attacking you all at once, so, like, you need some help with those kind of thing. Like, I know red mages are in and out a lot with their dashes and jump backs and stuff, but it's like, could you at least stand in my healing range, please? Go ahead and just pop a regen there, drag these enemies that are on me back over to the tank. Heal! Heal! Jesus Christ! I'm having to use up all of my lustrates to heal him. Fuck it. Art of War these idiots down. Damage. Focus on lustrating him and damaging the enemies. DPS is one of the best healings in the game, because if they're dead, they can't hurt him. Get one thing through your heads if you're going to play Final Fantasy XIV. DPS is a mitigation. DPS is one of the better mitigations, in fact. Kill stuff, and then they can't hurt your allies. That being said, I have to sort of bounce between DPSing and actually healing, because that tank was taking a lot of damage there. I burned I burned like 4 lustrates there to keep that tank up while I was also Art of Warring the enemies. Good thing we're at a boss fight that's barely going to do anything here. This boss is like the easiest one in the whole of Wormvale, because pretty much everything he has you can just avoid without even having to worry about. Oh yeah, stunned. Nice! Nice! The DPS are doing pretty well in this dungeon. They're actually stunning bosses out of attacks and stuff. Yeah, I'm mostly relying on fairy abilities, the regen and the shield, or the mitt, and lustrates. They're mostly able to get me through this. That and, you know, a good shield before each pull. And then just use some regen to get us through the burr sections. That'll be fine. I can go ahead and use energy drain here, because I already have my charge up again. I'm up to 3 now. I mean, I think I could heal this group through 3. I don't really want to, though, because it cuts into my DPS. So let's see if they all pull the... Yeah, they're doing pretty good. Only the tank still has 2, so that's alright, I guess, for now. I'm not even going to bother to cleanse right now. Screw it. Boss is almost dead. That anyone watching this on YouTube is a nerd. Nerd. Damn it, Baron. Anyone watching this on YouTube is a nerd. Jackass. Oh my god, Baron. No Dodor wings. Oh well. Hey, Baron. You done with work yet and want to run Orm Vale a dozen times with me? Gather a crafter's primary tool, item level 50 or higher? Don't remember how I did it. You need a master craft tool. I get that, but can I even make them? Okay, I can make some. Okay, I can make 50 stuff. Don't know you, don't care to, be on your way. Yeah, I think I have to finish this quest for Guiding Star, and then I can talk to Talon and buy stuff from him. So I do need to craft myself a level 50 item. Like you said, I could do job quests and stuff like that, but I don't want to use any of the tools I get as just rewards. I want to craft my own stuff, so... we congratulate you on a well-deserved promotion. Till C swallows all. Yeah, I named my stream Come Hells or High Water, and they didn't even do Come Hells or High Water this tier. I forgot that they didn't even say that until you get to the Heavensward stuff. Let's get this done, and then I can work on the last bits of my tier 2 hunting log on my own time if need be. He even came in as a tank. Oh no, let's make sure I galvanize my tank. God forbid I let them go in unprepared. My level 100 tank. So yeah, it may only be this one coffer after the second boss, like you were saying. Oh, you got a Dodore wing. Not even just I can't initiate, I'm pretty sure I can't trade at all. Lindsay. Dodore wing! Huzzah! Baron got a second one. We popped this like 3 or 4 times and you got it both. You've got it twice and I've got it 0. It's like, oh, thank God, Baron's picking up the Dodore wings. Baron gets a Dodore wing. Oh, they gave you 2. I got 2. Oh, I saw that. I don't know. You want to try running through Synced once? Yes! I got 2! I got both of the ones I needed. Okay. Alright. There we go. Alright, those 2 Dodore wings down means my entire crafting list is now cleared, which means all I need to do is like pre-crafts and final crafts, and I just don't want to do that right now. I will do that off stream on my own time. Let's go ahead and I'll finish up the stream by finishing up my hunt log. Rank 2 on Maelstrom, and finally upgrading to a lieutenant, which I think gives me access to not only the hunt, I believe that's where I get access to the Kobold Beadsman and Priest. Alright. I believe that's where I get access to the Squadron as well. The way that I can unlock further jobs for myself easily, like I said before, I can get 4 jobs per expansion, so there's 16 jobs that I can play, which means over the course of ARR, Heavensward, and Stormblood, I can unlock 12 very simply. It's not even all that difficult. Finish the .0, finish the .5, finish the normal raid, finish the alliance raid. Those are my lockout conditions. So I get 12 easily, and those last 4 are much more difficult. There we go. And hunt log done, tier 2 at least. Which leaves us with return. I'm gonna need the hunts. Unlocking the hunts is actually a big step forward. Unlocking the hunts means that I can start progressing towards being able to level up my chocobo. And I know that probably sounds psychotic, like, what? But yes. And some of the seeds I need in order to crossbreed my own Giesel Greens are hidden in the Hunt Billmaster's rewards. Ready to go? Point you to the rank as 2nd Storm Lieutenant. You're now eligible to transfer between the 3 grand companies of Eorzea. We're looking for squadrons. One of the worst freaking mechanics in the game that they tossed into the ditch about 10 years ago and haven't really touched since. I mean, they have. They have touched it here or there since, but nothing mechanically all that interesting. They took away the feature of archers being the definitive best DPS class that you should have all your DPSs be, and made it so that Arcanist is now the definitive best DPS class for all your DPSs. That's it. That's about all they've done to squadrons in the last 10 years. Let the hunt begin. There we go. 100 ally seals. Here's all the seeds. I need some of these, but I don't remember for sure. There's some of these seeds I need that I can then crossbreed to make Giesel Greens. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it for today.